Area 2.3, predominant instructional practices throughout the school are known and monitored, is a strength here at Park Elementary. Some of the things that we are doing that shows that this is a strength is data from our walkthroughs. We do analyze it. We analyze it in our coalition team meetings. We look at the data as a building. What are things that are, as a building, do we see as a pattern or an area that we need to work on? We then break it down not only as a building, but then we look at grade level teams. Are there specific patterns or specific training that maybe specific grade levels need? And then we even go even farther as to looking at individual teachers. Are there things that we can provide individual teachers to help them grow as teachers within their classroom to ensure that our students are getting the rigor of instruction that is needed by the classroom teachers? So this is, by analyzing our snapshots, this was one way that we were able to determine who our teachers would be in our first round of instructional coaching from our instructional specialists. The other thing that we do really well is both the principal and assistant principal are able to talk about the instructional practices that are expected from teachers, which it's based on a safe learning environment, grade level instruction with relevant objectives, high student engagement, and effective feedback. And the way that the principals or school leaders have these conversations with teachers is it's based on the snapshots that go along with this instructional model. The teachers get a copy of this. It is provided with feedback, immediate feedback, so the teachers know what did our leaders observe in our classrooms, maybe what wasn't observed. If something wasn't observed, the principal and the assistant principal tries to leave a note as to some of the positive feedbacks, maybe a think about what is something you might be able to do to grow in those areas that maybe wasn't seen as the administrator came through the building. Also, it's very important that the teachers are provided this feedback and they are also given the form with the expectations that should be seen as the leaders come through their classrooms. So the teachers are able to explain what does the instructional model look like in Fort Smith, Arkansas. What does it look like at Park Elementary? So they are given a copy of the snapshot so that when they are creating their lesson plans, they can try to look at the learning objective. What are some activities that can be provided with that learning objective? What are some highly engaging activities? Is there movement that can be provided in that lesson? So it's really important that we are allowing the teachers to have a true understanding of this instructional model. One of the things that we expect from our teachers is that feedback for instructional feedback to our students. So one of the things that the leaders are working on and are getting better in showing strength in is when they are doing the walkthroughs or classroom observations, they are providing immediate feedback to teachers either on that snapshot when they forward that snapshot to the teacher, or they are leaving an index card that gives a glow and maybe an area to think about to enhance their practices within their classroom. So it is very important that the leader is modeling the expectations that they expect from their teachers that they are doing within their classroom. Also, another thing is when the school leader is meeting with teachers, grade level teams, maybe as a building, the leaders can express research-based strategies and practices and help to problem solve so that we can ensure that the instructional practices that are being led within the classroom are highly effective for students. Some of the things that we saw this year is very transparent with the admin team to the classroom teachers, really explaining the expectations of seeing that learning objective posted, the students understanding the why behind the learning objective. How are those activities relevant to the objective that is happening within the classroom? Are these real world situations? Are these just classroom activities? So, one of the areas that we have really gotten highly effective on in our building is really looking at the protocol. What is the district's expectations for the instructional model? How do we incorporate that in our lessons? When we're having team meetings, how we're looking at that protocol, and when we're looking at the needs of the students, what areas of that protocol can really help to enhance student learning. So this school year, we really feel like domain 2.3 is a strength here at Park Elementary.